What is up, and welcome into the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. I am your host, Ezra McCann, and I'm joined, as always, by my outstanding co-host. He is a Chicago Public League legend. He's a Simeon Wolverine legend. He's a Grambling State legend. He played second base for the Tigers back in the day. He was all swag. He is none other than Coach Brandon Williams. Damn, this is the third time in a row I've done that. AKA Coach Smoke. I call him Coach and then Coach in the government name and then the nickname. That's the third time in a row I've done that. He is Coach Smoke. He is the man, the myth, the legend over at Simeon. And we've got our football expert. He knows all things NFL, all things college. It's true. Stop shaking your head. He is Glenn Morgan, our GM. And gentlemen, what's going on? How you guys doing? It's been a while.
Doing good. Doing good.
All right.
It's been a minute.
Yes, sir.
It's officially baseball season.
So you guys, first game next, I want to say Tuesday?
So just rescheduled it to next Thursday, but first game will be next Wednesday.
Okay.
But the weather ain't
weather permitting. You gotta love Chicago high school baseball in March. It can be 70 one day and 20 the next day.
Right.
Gotta love it. Let's get. We got a bunch of topics to hit. Obviously, free agency in the NFL started this week. And I guess officially tomorrow, as we record. Tomorrow is the start of the signing period and the new NFL season. So the calendar starts
the new league
year. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. So teams can officially start signing. Let's start. I know this isn't not gonna start with the Bears. Let's start with the big news. At the beginning, last week, the Raiders announced a trade with the Ravens to send Maxx Crosby to Baltimore for 2 first-round picks. Some other things were in there, and then, mind you, once again, not official until the start of the new calendar.
Right.
Then yesterday, they called back the deal. Record stops. Yep. I wish I had the sound effect. Called back the deal. Apparently, Maxx Crosby failed his physical. He had a surgery on his knee, on the meniscus. And they're saying that it's not where they want it to be. So deal's off.
Where's his meniscus if it's not where it's supposed to be?
I don't know. It's maybe it's buried near the ACL or something like that. So then in the meantime, what happens? Baltimore goes and they sign Trey Hendrickson to a big deal. And basically what I think, the conspiracy theorist in me, they saw that Trey Hendrickson wasn't off the board yet and said, well, wait, we can get this dude for a little bit cheaper than Max and save our picks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of this. Let's be done with this.
Why not do that to begin with? But okay.
That's crazy to me, man.
That's the part that makes it so weird and gives the mindset of malintent.
Yeah.
What's the malintent?
I mean,
would it be malicious?
You knew the guy was coming off. You knew the guy was coming off knee surgery.
So
he was just coming off crutches a week ago,
right?
And you still decided to go in on this trade.
Yeah, and it's pending the physical.
Man, it wasn't pending the physical. It was.
It's always pending the physical. This is not the first time that stuff.
I credit Danny Parkins for saying this.
What? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I credit Danny Parkins for this. I agree with him when he says if Trey Hendrickson wasn't on the table, Maxx Crosby passes that physical. I think they thought about it. They saw that Lindenbaum got taken away, and a bunch of the other guys got taken away, and they say, "Look, the price is too high."
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong. What's
I think it's wrong because at the end of the day, if you could have got Hendrickson in the first place. Now you do that. Now the Raiders done spent all this money.
Have they spent it yet? No one signed anybody just yet, though, right?
No, but you have deals in place though.
But you got deals in place, and they were with the mindset of moving on.
Yeah,
they still got their draft picks, right? Great.
They still have their draft picks, but now you got to move around.
They don't have the draft picks that they thought they acquired.
You still got Maxx on the books right now.
That's what they don't have, and the price of Maxx Crosby has dropped. Yesterday's price is not today's.
But you said malintent. To me, that sounds like you're saying is it was done on purpose. I don't know that it was done on purpose as much as it was. You know what? Like I think you hit it on the head when you said they thought more about it, and they're like, you know what?
Which makes it purposeful.
I don't know.
Now, granted,
how does make it purposeful?
Is it necessarily wrong? No.
How's it purposeful?
They didn't do. When I say purposeful, I'm not saying they did it with the intent to. So when I say malintent, okay, that's probably the wrong.
That's kind of what you said.
I think you're spot on.
But I don't think they did it with the mindset of,
I think they did.
Screwing
why
the Raiders. I don't think they did it with the mindset of screwing the Raiders.
They did it to make themselves better. I see that. But it's still wrong.
That's why I say it was done purposely.
It's ethically wrong.
They did it purposely.
So we're talking ethics. We're talking ethics.
Yes. It's ethically wrong. Because things changed. When the board got sort of reshuffled after you made the trade for Maxx Crosby, things changed, and now you're like,
but you didn't officially make the trade.
You're using the fine print to your advantage.
Everything still
that's not right.
And this is not the first time.
And it's not
had that where the Bears.
I remember, Larry Ogunjobi. The difference being, the Bears didn't go out and sign. This was some years ago. Give me a big time defensive tackle from that time. Geno, what's his name from Cincinnati?
Geno Atkins.
Yeah, they didn't go sign Geno Atkins the next day, right? There was a legitimate issue with his medical report, with Larry Ogunjobi's medical report, and they rightfully let it go. So that's you can understand that. You can understand that.
They should take Crosby despite the fact that they don't feel comfortable about his knee. That's what they should do to make sure everybody else can be like, well, hey, at least you did the right thing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do they not feel comfortable about his knee, or did they see an opportunity to drop
Both can be true.
Get cheaper.
Both can be true.
Because
I mean, that's the ethics.
Isn't Hendrickson an injury risk? Hasn't he had an injury?
He did, but he basically shut himself down last year.
Oh, he just shut himself down.
Yeah, he knew we ain't doing nothing here.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not playing for this team. I'm not killing myself for this team any longer.
Right.
I think they made the deal early enough to where they had time to watch what moves were made with their players that were currently free agents, and then they reneged.
I think you're getting in the weeds with the purposefulness of it. I think you're right. I can agree with they did this on purpose. I agree with they had a change of heart. They thought better of it, and then they made a move that benefited them, and as a result, it's screwing the Raiders over, no doubt, to some degree, and it has made other teams who might have done something differently look and go, well, what the hell? But by the same token, it's also made a player who's a very good player who we seem to be talking about in terms of Crosby. He's available now for a low price, which again just kind of screws the Raiders, but it can benefit a team like Chicago Bears. It can benefit some other team if they want to go after Maxx Crosby. So I don't know that it was necessarily purposeful to that extent. I think it was calculated in terms of, you know what, let's rethink this because we don't have to do that. I can see somebody like, we don't have to do this, and the guy being like, well, but we don't have to do this because, and they give all the because reasons, and then they can live with it because nothing was signed, no harm, no foul, and they still got what they want, and now they moving on, and the next news cycle, this will be in the past.
True. That is true. Nice, sounds good. But do they have that mindset if Hendrickson is gone?
No.
I don't know. You still have some other pass rushers out there.
Ooh.
But I think at the time Phillips hadn't signed before. I think they signed Crosby before Phillips, right?
I'm
saying,
signed,
but they agreed to terms with Crosby before David Phillips.
I'm saying if all these guys are gone, I guarantee Maxx Crosby passed that physical. That's my thoughts on it. I think he passed that physical if they didn't have the contingency plan of Trey Hendrickson still being
maybe, but here's the other thing. If they don't, let's say everybody's off the board, no one's available. Hendrickson, nobody. Chubb, Phillips, they're all gone. Excuse me, and they still have second thoughts about this. Excuse me, they still have their first round pick. They can still use that for an edge rusher if that's what they really feel that they need. Or they can maybe try to make a trade with somebody else potentially. There are other people to make trades for besides those who are, because keep in mind Henderson's free agent, so there's no trade for him, and Crosby was still signed with somebody. So there are other players that can still be signed with someone who they may feel, and maybe they can make them another offer. But obviously, they did. That's not the way they went. I just think that a couple things could be true, and I think for them, for the most part, because again, this isn't the first time. There's been a whole bunch of times where a guy doesn't pass the physical. I know you're saying shenanigans with the physical. Maybe he does pass it if nobody else is available. Maybe that's the case. But here's the thing: why was Henderson still out there?
Yeah, so I was about to get to this. Hendrickson is the biggest winner here because the Ravens got desperate. Because he wasn't getting that type of money. But they saw an opportunity, and I think now I said all I said in the beginning, but I do think it was the right decision to make. I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
All that to say, but it was
two first round picks.
I do think it was the right decision to make.
It makes total sense.
Two things could be true here. When it comes to that,
just isn't right.
It just seems foul how it went about, but I do think they did the right thing by getting a cheaper guy and keeping your two picks.
Okay.
Like you can't say they did the wrong thing. And I feel Hendrickson, because he wasn't getting that money until this deal fell apart.
You don't think he was getting 112 from somewhere else?
No, I don't. If he was, it would have been happened. Would have been happened. Shit, we would have gave it to him. That was the case. As much as we need a pass rusher.
Yeah, I don't know that the Bears necessarily. I think the Bears might use their first round pick to get an edge rusher because I think they like where. Yeah, I think they like where Booker's going. I think that signing that they made, and I apologize, the guy's name just escaped me right now. They got from the Indianapolis Colts, the interior defensive lineman.
Neville, what is his name?
Yeah, again, I apologize. His name escaped me right now.
Neville Gallimore.
Gallimore. So I think, because I think that was more of a need than even edge rusher, to be quite honest with you. Because what that does, it shores up the run, which they were struggling with stopping the run. It allows you to let the older guys have that one more year, but just have more quality bodies and depth. It allows the young guys to develop a little bit more. That interior pass rush or interior defense is going to help that guys on the outside, and then you can draft a guy and get him in a rotation. And because drafting an edge rusher is a lot less expensive than getting the ones that we just talked about. Because when it talks about your pieces of the pie, the percentages, who gets the money of that pie, it's going to be the quarterback gets the lion's share of that. And then it's usually your number one wide receiver and or your edge rusher, and then maybe a left tackle. So right now, the Bears are going to have to worry about, re-signing Caleb and Odunze after this year. They got to worry about Wright and as far as his contract coming up. And if you were paying 2 edge rushers that kind of money could
fourth year, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna re-up him. I'm just saying you got to have money to pay these guys coming up. And
the Bears about to break the bank.
If you're paying for 2 edge rushers, I mean, I guess this year might afford you that. I'm just saying it can potentially catch up to you. But if you have a first round edge rusher, it may take them a year or two to develop. That still gives you that leeway. That still gives you that piece of the pie percentage you don't have to worry about for another 4 years. So I'm just saying, I know the Bears are kind of in a bit of a win now mode ish, but they also
I was about to go there.
Yeah, but they
to go there.
But
and it wasn't me token, it wasn't me about to say we in the win now. I was about to ask, like, do we go to the win now mode method, or do we continue to try to build and take what comes?
That's the tricky part.
Where are we? You get what I'm saying? Like, because you do want to maximize on these rookie deals that you got.
Yeah.
But to your point, kind of going into win now means we have to win now if we do make that decision to bring on a big contract, because we have our quarterback that we will have to pay and our right tackle that we will have to pay like next year.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why you look at the other signings, and that to me that'll kind of give an indication of where the Bears are going to focus their draft energies and where they may focus if there's going to be a big free agent signing. And that big free agent signing invariably would probably be for the edge. The thing with Crosby, however, may have reopened the door for the Bears in first consideration, because I'm pretty sure the Bears didn't want to give up 2 first-round picks and money. Nah, it may have to be 1 first-round pick, and maybe a little bit less money, which may make that a little bit more palatable. I thought the Bush signing was big because, again, linebacker is going to be an issue. That's the thing. The Bears all of a sudden had a lot of things they had to contend with at the end of the year that we didn't think that they might have to. Left tackle, getting Willis from Jedrick from
Jedrick Wills
Cleveland.
From, Cleveland, yeah.
Wills from I said Willis. I'm sorry, Willis from Cleveland. Yeah, that's good because it's just
up and retiring was
right. And be able to get Bradbury was key. Being able to get Gallimore is key, and getting Bush. So now you don't necessarily have to use draft. Yeah, and Kobe for safety. So you don't necessarily have to use draft capital at this point for that, and you didn't overspend in free agency to get any of those guys. So I think it all depends. They could get that edge rusher at 25 as possible. But the Crosby thing being reopened, I think that makes it a bit more that they have to consider. So we'll see what happens going forward. But again, just like you reopened it for the Bears, I'm sure you reopened it for the Cowboys and a few other teams as well.
That's true. That's true. But I'm sure that price has dropped though.
Oh, considerably.
The price has dropped, and that's a big thing. And picking up, man.
You don't think Jerry would go for they got some extra picks.
Well, they're saying
2 first-round picks.
Well, they're saying the Cowboys are out on Crosby.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, some people think they're bluffing, but
they did go get
they got to free up some money.
They did go get Gary from Green Bay.
Yeah.
Right. And keep in mind they had a lot of money in the defensive line because I think they just
they took on Quinnen.
Right, you're on Quinnen, but they let was it Odubingo?
I don't know how to say his name. Yeah. You saying you on the right track.
So he's another right. Oh, they just let go.
Oh,
so so yeah, I think the Cowboys have some fiscal concerns that they have to. And Jerry, as much as he'll spend, he's also kind of careful about how he spends his money too. Um, so yeah, yeah, the Cowboys may be out, but again, there's probably a few other teams. I mean, hey, the Eagles lost Phillips, right?
Yeah.
Hey, the price asking prices may be a little bit less now, and if anybody can finagle something, the Eagles GM usually does. So I wouldn't be surprised if Crosby finds his way to Philadelphia, and that would be a nice spot for him. So
absolutely.
it may not be the money he wants, but
the guy and Caleb's chemistry is great, man. Give them my 2 seconds. And
hey, I would love him to be here, but here's the thing: you still, meniscus is like the worst injury in the world, but it can be tricky, especially for
it can nag. It could be a nagging injury.
Yeah, especially for a guy that uses his athleticism the way Crosby does. It's a lot of force and pounding and blah 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 blah. But it should be nice to have him on the opposite side of Montez and have him Booker, and you could maybe slide Montez inside on a serious pass rushing down and just have a better pass rush. Gallimore, Montez, Booker, and Crosby. Somebody's gonna get there.
Yeah, I agree.
The DBs that we got on day one. Kobe Bryant out of Seattle.
Yeah, solid. I'm good with that. Still think we need another safety. I think Zot Frazier is going to be the guy that they expect to be the Nashawn Wright this year. Potentially. Hopefully he's in a better space mentally than where he was last year. But athletically, wow, man. I mean, it's a lot like Tariq Woolen. Got the same length, same speed, all that stuff. And in this system, Dennis Allen seems that he can coach you up, put you in spots that don't compromise you, but help elevate you. I think the Bears defensively are going in the right direction. It's just, secondary has always been the strong, I should say always, but since Poles' regime, that secondary has always been the best part of the defense. I don't think that it's going to, don't forget, we're getting Terrell Smith back as well from injury. So I don't think the secondary is going to fall off much. If anything, I think it'll be as solid and consistent as it has been, maybe get a little younger.
I think our secondary, most secondaries rely on the pass rush to be truly dominant as a secondary. Like, you can be a good secondary without the pass rush, but to be a dominant secondary, the pass rush plays a factor in that.
Got to get home.
So I think we've had a good secondary for a while.
Exceptional.
We just haven't had the dominant pass rush that elevates our secondary to dominant. And if we can get that, I have no doubt in my mind that our our secondary can be one of those that will get a nickname.
No fly zone.
Some.
Yeah, no, I again, it's been a consistent and an exceptional secondary without a really good or consistent pass rush. So, like, to your point, anything better than what we've had in a pass rush is just going to make them better. I know the Bears aren't necessarily going to get the kind of turnovers they got last year in mass, but I can still see the Bears secondary being among the top 10 easily in terms of turnovers, because it's a really good ball hawking secondary. They're really good at catching the ball. They're really good at doing things to force turnovers, and that's through two different defensive coordinators. Mm-hmm. So that to me, that speaks to their talent and their ability to play the game and their football IQ to be in the spaces and spots they need to be so they can make those plays. So yeah, if they get that pass rush going, Yeah, maybe not as many turnovers, but they're definitely going to still force them. That Bears should be top 10 in turnovers again, I think, this coming season.
Wow. Devin Bush, linebacker, Cleveland. That's I guess a nice replacement for Edmonds.
Yeah, solid. You don't have the the length, and Edmonds is a different type of size, but I and I think Edmonds is maybe a little bit better in coverage than Bush, more accomplished, I believe. But to your point, yeah, it's not bad to have that. I think they still need to address linebacker as well. As far as the difference
we
making,
don't have any, right? We got to still get more.
Well,
I
they
think they
re-signed
signed
Jackson. They got
Jackson.
Jackson back.
Oh yeah, they did. Deontay, right? Ain't that his name?
DeMarco Jackson.
Yeah. I think they got somebody.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. The fact that you're making that face right now,
because what's the name is hurt, right?
Right.
Is he still under contract? Edwards?
He's hurt. Yeah,
Edwards is TJ Edwards is, but he's under contract though.
Yeah, he is, but I mean, I wouldn't expect him back until before Thanksgiving.
He had a pretty serious injury, correct?
Yes, he did. So, yeah, that linebacker is a position that they need to address. So let me ask you all this: with all the things that's happened free agent wise, they've addressed center, interior defensive line, safety, some other secondary people. Got Khalid from Raymond, thank you, from the Lions.
Right.
So you got special teams again, and you got your third/fourth wide out. What do you think the Bears need to address in the draft? You don't have to necessarily give me, first round this position, but just the positions of importance, maybe your top 3 positions of importance that the Bears need to address.
Top 3 for me will be edge, interior line, offense, because I guess center guard, because most guards can play center, right?
No, I won't say that.
So center.
I would say most centers can probably play guard. I don't know if most guards can play center.
So center and you said top 3.
We haven't developed a center since Olin Kreutz.
Olin Kreutz, yeah.
Edge, center. And I go back to D line, whichever one.
I say you never go wrong at D line.
Yeah. Never. So I say edge being the number 1. Edge D lineman. Then I say center, then D lineman, whichever one you want. D tackle, D end, whichever one.
Yes.
I think edge is definitely number 1. I guess you want to think about linebacker too.
Oh shit! Right. Just sat here and said we ain't got none.
Yeah, linebacker and then interior offensive line. No, because I don't know who is our backup center.
Oh geez, what's his name? Get a line. Right? No, what the heck? That would be.
Let's see.
Momento por favor.
As of right now, it is.
Backup center, my friend, is no one.
Yeah, I'm looking. Wait,
there's no one.
All these guys, there's nobody here.
Yeah, there's no one. So yeah, maybe drafting a center would be nice. I can see drafting one in the fifth round. Fifth round. Develop them. I don't know that it's a need position right now.
How old is Bradbury?
Bradbury's only 30.
Okay, yeah, he might mess around and retire on you.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think it's a position.
Shout out to Dahlman, man. I get it, man. I get it.
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my bad, go ahead.
Playing professional football is a tough endeavor, and if you can get out when you make some money, and you can get out healthy and have your mental capabilities intact,
mental health,
I can't be mad at that. I'm mad a little bit because it is what it is. But him personally, I'm not mad at it.
You know what? And I kind of want to go on a little rant right now because you kind of just made me feel like the league is against us. Dahlman retired out of nowhere. When we finally feel like we get our damn offensive line together, he just up and retired. They're not giving us 2 goddamn picks for Ian Cunningham.
Crazy.
Like
and
that's messed up.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons are out there screaming at the top of their lungs,
saying it
that Ian Cunningham is the general manager and he's the top guy making decisions.
It's like
Matt Ryan said, "I've never been in a draft room before, so I'm going to be learning from Ian Cunningham." And hopefully I can, if he has any questions for me, I'll try to answer. But basically, he's reporting to Ian Cunningham.
Karma's a mofo.
Man, like I feel like, granted, we goddamn. Oh, my bad.
World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. So quick update. Bottom of the ninth, Dominican was up 7-3. Bases loaded, no outs. Sack fly, 7-4. Runners on first and second, no outs. 1 out. Ball hit back to the pitch. He threw that one for the center field.
Oh no!
But okay, back to so then you go to everyone been talking Maxx Crosby for the Bears. Maxx Crosby for the Bears. We trade DJ Moore to Buffalo, who to me I felt could have been a draft asset to the Raiders to help us goddamn get this guy over here.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. Now, granted, as I further evaluated, I think it made a little more sense.
Makes sense now
for the Raiders not to take on DJ. You're going young for the most part. Like DJ,
you want a veteran wide receiver with your new quarterback.
That's my thought, but whatever. Then the fact that the Ravens get goddamn Crosby, I just felt like a lot of shit was going against us. And I wasn't liking it. Now, things seem to be coming back to form, to shape, but like I'm still bothered by this no 2 picks for Cunningham. I never even knew that stuff existed until we started this podcast and y'all schooled me on that. Yeah. And we've been waiting on this moment for us
for a while.
years. And then it happens. And we the team that don't get the damn picks.
Like, something's wrong with that. Something definitely wrong with that.
Braxton, so you said.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm still waiting for your three picks.
Oh, I said edge, linebacker, and
interior lineman.
Interior lineman.
Center. Yeah. Oh, okay. Interior lineman. Okay, my bad.
That's how I got to Dahlman.
My bad.
And that's
okay.
what made me kind of spaz a little bit.
Left tackle, that's going to be an issue. The Bears re-sign. I think it is. The Bears re-signed Braxton Jones to a 1-year, $10 million deal, basically a prove-it year for him to show that he's back, and if not, then let him go. But
hey man, look, I tell you this: if you can't be successful with that damn magician we got at quarterback, you're terrible. Because a lot of times he's helping y'all.
Well, here's the deal:
with avoiding sacks.
Braxton Jones wasn't terrible before the injury. You know, he was. I mean, he was a 5th-round pick.
He's a better run tackle than he is.
But he proved that he was that he was a NFL lineman. And
his
then
got
hurt.
He
couldn't really. He was basically rehabbing all year to try to get back, and I don't think he was at full strength last season, and that's why after he started 2 games last year.
Yeah.
2 or no 3. Oh. He started the first 3, and then they pulled him in was it the Raider game?
It was
whatever the Raider game. Yeah, they pulled him for Theo Benedette,
who should be back.
Who was back? Yeah, which he wasn't hurt. I didn't really understand why they pulled him for the playoff game. And moved Tooney over. Though Tooney had a really good game at left tackle. That's it. That's getting way off the point here. Braxton Jones. Did you think that was a good signing? Did you guys think that was a good signing? Bringing him back for one more year?
I think it gives you a year to allow Trapillo to get healthy, and it gives you some options. And also gives you a little depth on your line, and because Braxton can actually slide inside as well. So, and signing Wills, I think, gives you a person for a year, and you see where Trapillo is. So, at the end of next season, if none of those things, if Trapillo doesn't get back to where you think he can be effective, Wills isn't. He wants more money and he wants to go somewhere else. Oh, and Braxton doesn't work out. You still have an opportunity to draft a left tackle, or in free agency get you a left tackle, and you have all that money off the books. So I think it is what it is for right now. And if Wills works out, then maybe you re-sign him for 3 to 4 years and still give Trapillo to work, through his rookie contract to see if can be okay. And he provides that swing tackle capability because he can play. Obviously, he came in as more of a right tackle than a left tackle anyway. So yeah, I think left tackle isn't a problem. I just think it's something that doesn't have a conclusive answer right now, but I think it has enough flexibility that you're not asking yourself a lot of questions.
Yeah. I think what I like about it is, I mean, we've talked about it many times, man. Depth. Mm-hmm. We have options now. Mm-hmm. We have options, and you can play around with it. Like, okay, you ain't playing well right now. Let me put him out there. Okay, you playing well in this moment. Like, we didn't have that in the past. Like, and now creating that depth is big. So I like it. Crazy thing is, I had Braxton Jones confused with Larry Borom. So for some reason, because I'm like, wait, we brought back Braxton Jones because Larry Borom is in Cleveland, right? So I kept telling my boy at work, like, yeah, we brought him back from Cleveland. And then I realized, no, I'm thinking about Larry Borom. But I think, man, I think the depth aspect is key here and putting ourselves in a position to possibly find the long-term answer, or hey, like GM said, draft somebody. So I'm cool with it.
I'll take the other thing in addition to that, based on what you said in terms of Braxton. He's really good at run blocking, and with he's not a new head coach. With Johnson here, the run is significant, and being physical is part of that whole personality and dynamic. And what helps you better at pass blocking? When you don't have to pass block as long, and when it's play action. So I think sometimes how you're utilized can also make what may seem to be some of your deficiencies less so obvious when you utilize in a way that doesn't put you in a situation have to
Why?
Because there's a lot of talent. Oh my God! So, dude, he has an arm. His abilities never been a problem. Dude, he's had what, 3 head coaches?
I get that, but for some reason the Bears seem to play his little ass well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's a different coach, some really good weapons, and a defense that can get you the ball back. I'm saying him coming if he comes to the north, it's gonna be bloody. I mean, I don't. Every one of those teams in the north can win a division. Every one of those teams can win. You literally can have all 4 teams win 9 games or more.
You think Green Bay can still win a division with the losses they've had?
Yes. Because they lost Dobbs, right? But they drafted Golden. So he's faster. So,
they lost Dobbs, they lost Gary, they lost
they still 7. Got Micah coming back. Still got Micah coming. Still got Micah coming back. He'll be back. They're am I saying the Packers are going to win it? I don't know. Can they? Yeah. The Bears won a division and still were, not good in a lot of spaces.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb, we won it about skin of our chin on 7 come back from behind, 4th quarter victories or whatever it was. So, yeah, I mean, Green Bay could have won a division. They just lost us in games that they should have won. They should have won. So yeah, I mean, I think if they were playing anybody but the Bears, they might have won. I mean, it's I'm just saying, man, it's going to be a tough division. I know the Eagles and the NFC East should be interesting. I think the Giants are a new head coach and some of the free agent moves they make, they're in whoever they draft to make it interesting. Washington, not sure what they'll be, but the Eagles and the Cowboys, in that division, up until last year was the first time that a team won it back to back, right? In like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the West, I mean, Seattle is losing some people. I don't think they'll necessarily repeat, but they won't be bad. The Cardinals will probably be the only bad team there. The Cardinals, the 49ers. I mean, what if Crosby winds up in San Francisco?
He gonna get hurt.
Just like everybody else.
That's what I can guarantee that. He go
they
there.
Got some environmental issues up in
something's in the water out there.
Yeah.
And the Panthers have made a few nice moves too. So
Atlanta. Well, I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what's going on.
Atlanta should have tried to get goddamn Kyler and not Tua
or Malik.
One of them.
$39 million for Tua, man.
Well, they not paying that, right?
No, Miami has to pay that.
Yeah,
that's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Shit, Arizona just took a $99 million cap hit on Kyler.
Man,
dude, need some of these teams to come ask for Tyson.
I can't wait for this Caleb Williams deal to see what that number is going to be. He comes
start talking Patrick Mahomes north of that.
Man,
probably like 400 million.
Jesus, that's a lot of
400 million. That's a small island. That's a small island.
Hey, let's move on. in the NBA last night.
Wait.
Oh, God.
We did a lot of talking. We ain't. I mean, we made some mention of it, but we ain't talk about our guy, man. My guy DJ gone, man. We knew it was the right move. We knew it was coming, but we gotta show my guy some love.
Yes, he'll go. He'll never have to buy a drink in Chicago after making those catches against Green Bay. But if you recall, probably around week 4 or 5, I was like, you know what? We just need to go ahead and trade D. This is before we start going on his winning streak. Let's need to go ahead and trade DJ because he's going to get you your best return at this point in time. So I think he was
argument to everyone. Like, I never bought into the whole DJ and Caleb not rocking with each other. I think we just had so many weapons, and I understood his relationship with Odunze. I didn't think that was a slight to DJ. I mean, every quarterback, because Odunze about to feel it now, because clearly Caleb's relationship with Colston is
yeah.
So like,
and Luther's getting in there
coming
too.
along. You get what I'm saying? So like, this is not no personal thing. I'm loving the fact that my quarterback is like, look, I'm gonna spread this thing around. But
are you hoping?
Well, I think what it takes some pressure off Caleb, because I think especially in that first year, he had to try his best to get the ball to DJ, get the ball to Keenan Allen, because they were the established vets. The guys now are guys that are coming up with him, so
yeah.
So they get to grow together at this point. So it's a good thing. And you got second round pick.
Yeah,
not bad.
That shocked the hell out of me.
Not bad.
That shocked me because, like I said, I was mad that we didn't use him in a package to get Crosby.
Yeah.
But then once I saw second round pick, I said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Once you saw Nick Singleton being taken by that pick, you were like, "You cool with it?"
I'm like, okay, this is because they were saying mid-round pick.
Mid-round, yeah. Third or fourth was what they were saying. I was listening to the score when the news broke. And yeah, then all of a sudden 2 came. I was like, "Whoa, okay, that's a good thing." But like you said, DJ Moore will never have to buy a drink in this town again. He is a bear for life.
I'm interested to see. I've seen more be consistent, but some have jumped to overboard. I was interested to see once DJ got paired with Josh Allen, how all of a sudden DJ will become to the masses this all-world receiver. But some are staying true. Like, no, he's a number one, but he's a middle of the pack, lower tier number one.
Yeah.
And you got some saying he's elite. And I'm like, here we go. Now, granted, I love him.
Say elite.
But the reason I don't want to hear the elite thing, because now, once again, for me, it's going to shift to the focus off of Josh Allen and his shortcomings.
Who was that? I was listening to somebody. Damn, who was it? I forget now. Whoever it was, sorry. But this is not my idea. But he compared DJ Moore to Zach LaVine.
No.
In that this was a guy that is
looks good.
That can get numbers. That could get numbers. Was a talent that in some if you looked at him in some cases, he looked at, you could look at him as elite, but a good locker room guy, never a problem in the locker room. Nice guy off the field, but was never really on a big winning team. No.
So
Smoke
you say
no.
You're saying he's better than Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine was never elite.
Zach LaVine.
It's entertaining.
If you go back to
it's entertaining.
2018, 2019,
entertaining.
He was filling up the score sheet.
Entertaining.
Man,
he won a gold medal, man. Come on now.
I could win a gold medal with that team. Never entertaining. He was entertaining.
He was putting up 40 a night on some stretches, man.
Never elite.
He was unstoppable. Hitting game-winning shots.
Yeah.
Okay, he was like a Michael Redd.
Wow. He's more athletic than Michael Redd. Stop.
Just said.
Michael Redd was nice though.
DJ made more winning plays than Zach LaVine ever did. Zach LaVine didn't play winning basketball.
No. He's talking Josh Allen. You saying Josh Allen is Zach LaVine, right?
No, he said
no.
He said DJ Moore.
Oh, DJ Moore.
Yeah.
And DJ Moore is in a dependent position. So it's hard to compare the two.
Now when you hand the ball off to him like you're supposed to. Running that man. Get him out of Chicago. Stop running that man inside like he a halfback.
But yeah,
hey, I'm shocked he even went for that.
I don't see
that.
You don't see that comparison?
Nah.
I gotta remember who it was that said that.
Yeah, I don't see that comparison. Because to me, that's the reason I think that comparison comes is because when DeRozan was having his hot run with the Bulls, people were saying LaVine was hating on DeRozan. And I feel like people are saying the Caleb and DJ Moore relationship that Caleb was favoring Odunze. I think that's what he's feeding off of and trying to give.
Wait, I don't think LaVine was hating on
I never did either. Never did either. But people were saying that.
No, that's it. I don't think
people were saying that.
That was
back when the time I was I had the little 10-game pass.
There was sort of
all right, that's crazy.
A fight. Right? There was a on court. I'm not gonna call it fight, but I think they were trying to figure out whose ball it was in meaningful moments. There was that, but I don't think there was ever. I mean, shit. They ended up back in Sacramento together.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was overblown, and I think people are using. Like, I know it's a guy I went to high school with who, me and him, we both are diehard Bulls and Bears fans, and he hated Zach LaVine, and I was one at the time saying we got to pay Zach LaVine, but it wasn't on the fact that I think he necessarily was the answer. It was the fact that
you didn't have any other option.
You have to pay your damn star.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, he loved DJ. Everybody loved DJ when Justin Fields was here, but everyone quickly turned on DJ with Caleb because they felt that DJ still had love for Justin and he was pouting but like
he was pouting because they was throwing his ass and he was getting hung out to dry.
Exactly.
Shit.
Like people wanted him to just be the just super positive person, while at the same time, everyone's complaining about the coaching, everyone's complaining about the play calling, but y'all want him to smile. Like, come on, man. Like, no, DJ meant more to the city of Chicago at his limited time than Zach LaVine ever could. Zach LaVine can't come back here and get a drink wherever he wants. He can't.
Wow. No, I mean, well, Zach LaVine didn't win a playoff game, so that's the difference.
You know,
that's the difference.
Speaking of differences, it's a 2-point difference between one Adebayo and one RIP Kobe Bryant, and I don't think the 2-point difference is that close. Between the two. That was the most bogus 83 points I've seen in my entire life.
83 It's 83.
Oh, God. That's right up there with Strahan getting his extra sack and Garrett getting his extra gimme sack. They just gave it to him. I know 20 years from now.
Did they just give it to him, though?
He made the free throws.
His teammates did. I'll tell you that. Because Washington wasn't trying to let him do it. But they kept hacking his ass. And they were legit fouling him. They were putting 3 men on him in that fourth quarter to try to keep him from getting the ball. And I will say Bam's teammates wasn't even trying to score. We trying to get Bam the ball so he can get these points. And that's why I love it so much. That's why I love it so much. I understand it looked bad in the end of how the basketball was being played. But so often, so much that coaches jump in the way, I'm going to take you out, or teammates like, I'm going to still try to get mine. To see that, because mind you, one thing that made it amazing to me is that it made me turn it on. Because you all know I do not watch NBA basketball. It is terrible. And granted, that last quarter was terrible, but I was still locked in because something that was happening we hadn't seen in a long time. So I was locked in for it. But to see his teammates, his coaches want him to do that, that meant something to me. I loved what I saw. I loved it. I understand how, like I said, the game got real sloppy, got real crazy.
Yeah.
But the overall message it sent, it meant something to me. And I don't give a damn. 83 points is 83 points. Goddamn, all these people that's being critical, go in the gym and make 36 out of 43 free throws right now and tell me if it's easy.
What about people that say that the game was out of hand? Why
I don't care. So what? Go for it. The man has 70 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well,
go do something special.
70 was special right there.
You gonna take a batter out that got 3 home runs and the team is up 10-0 and it's forfeit back, or you gonna see if he can hit a 4?
Well, that's not a good thing. Maybe seven. No, maybe 7th or 8th home run. Because 4 home runs, we've seen that in the game. Yeah, fucking Cameron did.
You definitely keeping them in. You want to see if he can keep doing it.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's okay. to your point. That's a better analogy. I'm like 4 home runs like that. We've seen that. Right? Mike Cameron did that with the Reds or the White Sox. I can't remember who he did it with. So, but to leave him in there to get his 5th or 6th or 7th home run, that would be like, oh man, and to have a pitcher actually throw him a golf ball to see if he can knock it out. That's the equivalent of Strahan and the Garrett, fall down. Oh, I got sacked. You broke a record kind of stuff. Like if Ohtani hit 6 home runs, somebody want to throw a pitch to Ohtani so he can knock it out of here. It's like, man, you need any more records?
Hey. So be it.
Now, you're a sports purist. I'm surprised you let that slide.
I enjoyed it. Because we've got cheated so many times where guys will get 60 plus in 3 quarters and then sit down. I know, man, the game is for records to be broken. I wanted to see it, and the fact that it was Bam Adebayo, it wasn't no Luka Doncic, it wasn't James Harden, it wasn't a Kevin Durant. Like somebody you would have never expected to do that.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was AI.
That's even more reason why I loved it. Because he needed a little extra help to get it. Hey man, reward that man for having such a high 62 through 3 that everyone out here would say was legit. I would even go as far to say the 70 up to the 70th point. No one had a complaint. That's when I turned it on. And then it got it got crazy after that. It did.
Shenanigans.
But I enjoyed watching them put forth the effort, his teammates, that is, to assure that he did what he did. I enjoyed that. That's me. Now, yes, I will be one to say that, yes, there's differences. It was a difference in Kobe's 81 and his 83. Kobe's game, that game was closer. You know, it had a lot more meaning because of the game being closer, because Toronto wasn't shit either. But the game was close. So it made it mean more. But hey, that damn top 10 scores of all time don't even have Michael Jordan in it. So who really gives a damn? The GOAT ain't in the top 10 scores of all time in games. So that stuff.
Well, Mike didn't need to do that, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So why are we giving Bam hell?
But I'm looking
when Michael Jordan ain't even on the list.
I'm looking at this list right now, and Wilt Chamberlain
on it like 6 times.
Wilt had a hell of a 1962.
All that happened in the 62.
So in 2 different seasons, but in March of 62 he goes for 100 against the Knicks. He went for 78 and 61, December of 61. He went for 73 in January of 62 and in November of 62. He went for 72 in November of 62.
No 3-point line.
No three, yeah. And he went for 70 in March of 63.
And I don't think was there a shot clock for them back then?
I don't know about
in the
that.
60s.
I don't know when the shot clock came about.
Yeah, that makes it even more impressive. No 3-point shot and potentially maybe not a shot clock. But it's a slower game too.
When did the shot clock come to the NBA? Yeah, there was a shot clock. 54.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out. That's crazy. Crazy. But 83 is 80. I'm sorry. I don't care how he got it.
83, man. Look.
Whatever.
Now, what's wild is he freaking 7 of 22 from 3.
The fact that he took 22 3-point shots.
22 threes.
But,
my God.
But a lot of those came in that fourth quarter. He
all the misses.
He was jacking them up to try to get this record. I felt he was trying to get it over with sooner than later. Cause like I said, it was like they were face guarding him on inbound passes with 3 guys on him, trying to force the other guys to go score, and the other guys was not doing it. Nope, we gonna get him the ball, and either y'all gonna foul him or he gonna put a shot up. And I say, man, I love.
So you still say Kobe's 81 is more impressive.
Yeah, more impressive for sure. It's easy to say that.
All right.
Look, I look at it this way. Kobe would have called Bam soft if he didn't try to break it.
Yeah.
Mamba mentality, man. Now, granted, he probably
Mamba said records are made to be broken.
He'd have probably called out Bam's teammates though. But he would have wanted Bam to stay on the floor to try to break it. And that was the thing. Like I said, we see too often players come off the floor. Like it don't even a lot of times be the coaches pulling them off. It'd be the players like, yeah, I'm done for the night. Like we're just so goddamn weak and soft, man. It's good to see a guy go out there, go against the masses, and do something that people didn't want to see done.
The one on this list I don't like is the David Robinson 71
to win the scoring title.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I remember that.
And also, Picky choosy.
I like them all.
Shaq played the early game and got his 32. And then David Robinson finds out that he scored 32. So to win the scoring title,
yeah, he went for it.
He scores 70. That's
and he scored 71. That's even better.
What should stop him from scoring?
Hey, I love it. I love it.
But no, I you got to give it to him, man. He's on the list. He's the number 2, second in single game scoring. That's an accomplishment, man. That's something you can tell everybody about for the rest of his life. We'll never forget the night that Bam scored 83.
I already forgot it.
20 years, it's gonna be a Jeopardy question.
I'm more impressed at him and Asia Wilson. I was impressed he landed that shot.
Yeah, Asia was there. She was there. Yeah. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he's winning on and off the court.
Winning.
In the books. In the modern era, him and his girl got the highest point total in their
sports.
Think she's helping his game a little bit?
No.
Giving them pointers?
No.
Yeah.
Put them on the court together. He'll cook her ass. So
no, I think he helped. She's helping his game.
I think it'd be a game.
You think it'll be a game?
Big game.
Man, you.
If she got the ball first,
you must believe Clarissa Shields can be Romy Romello too, don't you?
I don't even know who they are.
Oh, boxing. That's boxing.
Oh, I know you're talking. Okay, Clarissa I was thinking.
Shields.
I was thinking.
Losing
ball.
her damn mind.
That's no. We talk. That's physical hand to hand combat.
Right.
No, that's no.
But they probably. I'm sure they work out together.
Bam, I'm sure they do. That's why his shot was so sweet. You know, he got a little less strong.
I think he's more so helping her.
No, I'm saying that I'm being facetious. Y'all not following me.
I get what you're saying, but
I got it.
I think she got the advantage in her league with him helping her versus him and his league with her helping him.
Yeah, I would agree.
I feel like she's the one giving more pointers. I think he just, he's hands off. She shoots around, he rebounds for her, I think she's actually giving tips.
Okay, Omar Epps.
That's just me. That's just me. She can ball, man. She can ball.
Yes, she can. I'm a fan.
Last thing, man. Last week, the president, he had his
47?
His college 45, 47. Yeah. He had his I don't even know what you call it. His round table on college sports, which included Nick Saban and Urban Meyer.
Get me started on those two.
All of the commissioners of the Power 4 conferences. Charlie Ward was there.
Yeah.
I don't think he said anything. But I didn't realize Charlie Ward is the basketball coach at FAM.
Yes.
I didn't know that. But anyway, basically what came out was that these college football players or college athletes shouldn't be making this much money, and they need to curb what's going on in college sports. That's what I took from it. And I guess the president's going to put out an executive order to fix college sports. I don't know what that means, but from the way he's been talking, I guess he wants NIL to be more like $10,000 to $15,000 per athlete.
And stay out of White Sox business. Seriously, dude, just shut up. Like, it's borderline. I know black players aren't the only ones that compete, but it's borderline racist to me in a way, because it's like you try to put these limitations. You don't do that for anybody else.
Nope.
hockey players or, baseball player, all this stuff. But you can't stand to see. It's anti-black, man. You just can't stand to see us prosper. And by the same token, you make all this noise about, making your own way and all that stuff. Well, okay, it's so exploitive. It's close to plantation like type stuff, dude. I mean,
and
it really
the
is.
only people that have an issue with this is the old guard.
But it speaks because Jalen Rose just spoke on something that fits into this realm, as he spoke on the fact that why is it that the sports that blacks dominate have so many restrictions?
Yeah.
Every other sport outside of football and basketball, you can go straight out of high school. You can become a professional right out of high school.
You can still be in high school if you play in tennis
and
or
hockey.
golf and hockey.
So, and I never even thought about it. And it might be because I'm a baseball guy, but you can't go straight to the league in these other sports. It's trying to hold, and it makes sense to hold us back, to assure that we don't reach that level of financial status so quickly.
Well, at the same time, using our black bodies.
You at the same time
to make money for everybody else,
exploiting us for you to get rich off.
Right.
I mean, let's be real here. Jeremiah Smith. He's going to his third year, but his first 2 years at Ohio State, he should have been the first wide receiver taken in each draft.
Arguably.
First or second. As a freshman. As a sophomore.
I don't think because football's
it don't apply to everyone. I actually understand making these guys go to college football. I do.
But there are, like, Adrian Peterson probably would have been an exception to the rule.
Yes.
To your point, Jeremiah Smith, potentially. I think wide receiver has a lot of nuances to playing it, but physically, yeah. Same thing with Julio Jones. Physically, probably could have come out.
But my thing is this:
as a freshman in college,
physically, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just you think so?
Julio? Oh my God! Yeah, that guy won at birth, man. Shit. Yeah.
But you go back and you look at just the fact that I blame all this on the fact that the NBA changed the rule
back and forth
with basketball.
They did it twice.
With not allowing them to come straight out of high school.
Yeah, they changed it twice.
That's what led to where we are today. That's what led to it.
I don't necessarily agree that that's what led to it. I think it contributed. I think it contributed, but I wouldn't say it led to it, because basketball.
With basketball,
you know why I say it led to it? Because guys found a loophole and started going overseas to get paid instead of going to college.
But no, but
because of the 1 year removed, and I felt like that made colleges feel like, okay, we gotta pay these guys to at least come to us for that 1 year. Because all the other sports, football, you had to go to school. Now the transfer portal was different, but football, you had to go to school.
Yeah, I think the O'Bannon thing had a lot to do with what led to the NIL stuff.
Well, the NIL, yeah, but we're talking about the one and done rule, as opposed to just letting high school kids come out, right?
Well, he said getting paid, and so getting paid to me is saying
Ed
O'Bannon went to court and did all that for it, but I think.
But I'm talking about I think what Smoke's talking about was the rule to make it so that you couldn't come out of high school.
Yeah, I think that's what began the transition to guys.
And I think from the NBA standpoint, I think they had a image issue with some guys that were able to come out and didn't pan out, and it seemed like that those kids were just lost. Like
they start having too many one and done
Kyle
failures.
Fair,
Leon Smith from King,
Yeah,
and
they had too many one and done
Sebastian
Sebastian
Tallafield. Yeah,
Tallafield.
that's a good one. You had a lot of kids like that. What was the kid? Um, the kid they did a documentary on him. That he was better than LeBron.
I know you're talking
You know,
about.
you kid from New Jersey, where he ended up. He thought he was good enough to go to the league. He gets into the draft and flamed out real quick. I forget the kid's name now. And I think that's the point of it. And I think that's why
I would think those things.
Lenny Cook, there you go. Lenny Cook.
Yeah. I think those things led more.
I think that contributed to the rule. And I think it was, like I said, it was just a PR
image.
Yeah, so when I said that, I wasn't saying that they did it to prevent guys from getting paid. I do agree there. It was a lot of one and done failures.
Yeah.
It was a lot of one and done failures. But I think that once guys found the loophole to start going overseas for that 1 year and getting paid, I think that's what caused colleges.
Not a lot of people did
Brandon
that,
Jennings
though.
was the first one to do that.
Right. Brandon
Jennings was the first one to do that. I think that's what caused colleges to feel like, okay, we need to figure out a way to keep those guys here and pay them.
I don't agree. Yeah, I think that keeping them pay them because of the game was suffering. You start seeing Butler go to back-to-back national championship games. It's just like, what? I mean, I think that the college game suffered. No talent was staying. I think theirs was a talent drain, and they realized we got to do something because we're losing these players to NBA and potentially overseas as well. I think that had more to do with it than because some kids found a loophole. I don't think everybody's really using that loophole because that's a bit scary because you got to go overseas and you 17, 18 in a whole different foreign language thing. I don't think everybody really was down with that.
And these kids don't care.
I don't know. I don't think there were enough people. That might be the case, but I don't think there were enough kids doing that to make them have to do that. I guess that's my point too. It wasn't like it was being done in mass. I think that's why they tried to the G League or whatever. They tried to kind of get that go after Isaiah kind of crashed the D League CBA. Yeah. And so I think that was kind of basketball looking to hockey, be like maybe we can have something like what hockey has, and keep the kids stateside. But I think the college was everybody's got their own self-interest. I think college interest was like,
well, Kyle, yeah, I think you're right about that with the whole G League thing. That definitely made them come up with a way to try to keep players, because I think that had colleges stayed on the same path, and you had high school kids going straight to the G League, that would have getting paid. Right. That would have really hurt the college game a lot, especially obviously on basketball. So yeah, I think that pushed it a lot. And then like I said, it all really came the O'Bannon case is what really drove this thing.
But
I'm just saying I don't think the kids going overseas is what. I don't think there's any one thing. I think there's several things that contributed, and I think that was among the things that contributed. But I would say, if I'm listing those, it's like maybe third or fourth behind a few other things, because there just wasn't enough kids willing to take those chances. I mean, like what's the kid like the ball, like LaMelo? Like he did that, but you could. I don't know the numbers when I say. I mean, figuratively, you could count the number compared to kids want to go to the G League, staying stateside. They would much rather do that than go to some foreign country.
But the G League option wasn't available until enough of them were starting to show that they would go overseas.
Well, yeah. Well, that and then it sort of forced the NBA's hand.
I feel the NBA had to start making adjustments to that.
Yeah.
Now, it might not have surely affected college like you saying in the midst at the time, but I think that played a factor into college going into this state of paying guys to prevent that.
I think basketball is the second money maker in college. Football is it wags the tail when it comes to what they're gonna do.
That's true, but basketball is what opened the door. I guarantee it.
I think that Johnny Manziel stuff, because once you tell the white boy that he can't make money, and also he can't use image and likeness, well, what do you mean he can't? Okay, people say the same thing with Chris Webber and the Fab Five. People saying the same thing when you had was a quarterback from Ohio State who got drafted by the Raiders, and he was selling his memorabilia, and they was giving him shit. He's like, dude, it's my memorabilia. Terrell Pryor. Yeah. All that stuff happened before Johnny Manziel stuff. That it wasn't nothing new. But once the white guy who won the Heisman was like, dude, I can't sign my own autograph. You trying to tell me I can't use my face? Oh, hold on now. Let's have a meeting about this. And then you add on the Ed O'Bannon case and a whole bunch of other things, man. I think it was a swirl, and I think a lot of those things. It was a storm, a swirl of things that happened, and that storm hit ahead, and the Supreme Court did one of the few things I actually agree with them when they expand, because I think college sports, it may be crazy to some people, and like you were saying earlier, the old guard, as far as old coaches and what have you, had issue with it because they don't have the control that they used to. But I think the sport as a whole, players are staying longer now because there's an incentive to stay longer, and they're getting better at their skill level and their crafts, and the games are better. I think this tournament, this NCAA tournament coming up, is going to be a phenomenal one. I think it's going to be one of the better ones we've seen as a whole. And I thought last year's was pretty good. I think it's going to be much better, man, because you got some of these kids, they bounce around in different schools. I get that, but they're getting better each year, and they're making their teams more competitive. And Nebraska is competitive. You look at the whole Big 12.
Are they staying longer though, or
they're staying longer? I mean, they're staying the same team longer.
There's definitely more seniors out there.
It's more seniors, but
no, they're still staying, bro. They are.
I mean, this freshman class, none of them are staying in school.
We'll see.
These top freshmen.
You're right. This is going to be a year that it's going to be a lot of.
But it's been that way. It's been that way. It's just like in football, like what Indiana just did. That's what these college coaches are doing now, across the board. They're getting older guys. It appears that way, but these young guys are not staying in school. They're not staying. These young prima donna guys are not staying in school. Teams are adjusting to the new way and that portal and getting older guys, and it making you believe that they're staying.
It's working.
They're not staying. It's working. No, it's working. It's working. But these young guys are not staying in school.
The superstars are. I get that.
They're not even superstars. Bronny James, and I know you about to say, well, he's a superstar because his dad. No, but he didn't stay in school. But it's other guys that's just like him that did not stay in school that should have stayed their ass in school. They just don't have the dad.
Well, he got it. Yeah, I was gonna say he's
but I'm saying it's many guys that done what he done. A lot of guys after their freshman year are entering the draft that should not be entering the draft.
Well,
I mean, you see the kid Bailey that's from Illinois that went to UCLA. That's now trying to see if he can get college eligibility back. And I say this publicly, and I hope somebody from Chicago see this, and I hope somebody make it sing to him. I hope they do not grant that kid eligibility. You shouldn't have went your dumb ass into the draft. You was not ready. But because you thought you was something that you wasn't, you went second round, you didn't make it. Now you're trying to go back to college because you see, no, man, that's BS. That's the part about it that I don't like.
Yeah.
Hell, let me go back and get another year of college sports to make some money. All the money I missed out on. Hell, Grambling just got the G trademark.
I saw
How
that.
much money we about to get?
I saw that.
Georgia and Green Bay got to pay us for that motherfucker now. Like, so, man, those, like, stuff like that is what pisses me off about this shit. Like, dude, you thought your value was greater than it was, and you decided to go to the league, and it didn't work out for you.
Well, it's...
Are you trying to go back to school?
Well, hey, nothing beats a fail but a try.
Hey, if I could make that money, boy, I'd appeal too. But it's gonna be interesting, man. If this executive order comes, how, number one, how it will be enforced, and then two, lawsuits are gonna come out of that. So
it's just messy, man.
That's all it is, man. It's all a circus, man.
All to avoid Epstein. It's Epstein files all over again, man.
There you go. There you go.
He don't realize what he about to do. I mean, you got guys that's getting paid that's still telling coaches, I'm done for the day. So what you think when you gonna stop the money? Okay, Trump.
You need to stay out of it because he fucked up the USFL.
Stay your ass out of it.
Small potatoes. Go watch it. The history of the USFL. Great documentary. Yo, fellas, let's get out of here, man. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. I want to thank everyone for listening. We greatly appreciate it. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you find your favorite podcast. You can also catch the video version of this podcast on YouTube. Go to search for HP53 Productions on YouTube, and you'll find a link to our podcast and the Super Duper podcast hosted by Rob Griggs. Yo, Glenn.
Yep.
Please take us out.
Hey, it's like we always say here at Easy Smoke and GM podcast. We say we're right. There's something go wrong.
We'll catch you guys next time.